Gods connect, intellect, intersect. Brothers on the rise, no lies, just respect. Health, wealth, religion, truth, gotta inspect. Mindful exchange on deck, we perfect.
I guess we'll start off with how everybody doing. Jetta, how you doing?
I'm doing good.
How was your week?
Hold on. I'm doing good. My week was good. Started a new job.
Congrats,
Yeah,
fam.
man.
What specifically they got you doing?
They specialize in striping, like painting, striping, doing the lines on the.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Highway shit.
I haven't done a highway yet, but definitely like in city. It was in Syracuse the other day. That shit was alright.
Congratulations, Quest. How was your week? How you feeling?
Ah, man, I'm feeling good, man. You know, same old same. Gym, walk the dog, work.
Look like you tightened up like
Son,
a motherfucker, man.
Son, I am, bro. Like, my diet is effortless now. Like, remember I was doing a lot of, like, portion, like, weighing my shit and tracking.
Yeah.
I ain't tracked in a few days and...
Because you got it dialed in type
dialed
shit?
in. I eat the same, cycle of foods.
Yeah.
And I can eyeball what a half a cup is, what a cup is.
Yeah.
And, you know what I'm saying? Workouts is great. You know what I'm saying? Body is just responding nicely. You know what I'm saying? Getting the definition and, you know what I'm saying?
And let the people know what you training for.
Oh, man, damn. What am I training? I mean... I'm training to be that 100-year-old dude running on the side of the road that look like he's actually 70.
Yeah.
That's really the long-term goal. But I
Yeah.
mean, short-term, I'm training for a 5K. I'm going to be doing in September, with my job and stuff. So I haven't ran a 5K since 2015. But funny enough, I'm the same size that I was in 2015, but more muscle mass.
Ain't that crazy?
You know what I'm saying? So I'm my knee feel good, modified my workout, my mind is healthy, and I'm influencing the people around me. My wife started a meal prep. You know what I'm saying? My man Tom is tightened his shit up. He dropped 20. Did he drop 20 in the last 3 weeks?
Damn.
Son on this shit, man. Like, we just push each other, accountability partners, and I'm just enjoying life, and I feel blessed.
Damn.
Needless to say, man.
It's a beautiful thing, bro.
Yeah, man. How was your week, bro?
It was good. I was just sitting there, absorbing everything you were saying because it's real. Like, was Tom the one that put you on to the hydrogen water bottle? Because
yes.
Liz was saying something about how she was talking to him about it. And
yes.
But you see how things snowball? Like,
yeah.
For some reason, he looked into it, passed it on to you. You passed it on to all of us. And I think it's a major benefit
Super.
In my world.
Super. I forgot about it. It's so regimented.
Yeah.
Like, I don't even think about it.
Yeah.
It's part of what I do.
You know when I really think about it the most? Like I was saying last week, when it's time to wash that fucking bottle. Because sometimes if I don't wash it in time, it starts to build up a smell.
That shit gray. That shit look like Skeletor in that motherfucker.
Yeah. But, that's a beautiful thing. That's how you spread positivity and, positive habits.
Yep.
But, yeah, my week was really good. My son Tone just finished up his associates at Broome.
Dope.
Juliet's
Congrats.
back for the summer from Harvard. She's still stuck on studying. And Deshaun is doing his thing. He's in a better state. So,
thank God.
Everything is moving the way it should be, thank God, man.
Yes, sir.
Just went out to eat the other day with Juliet, Tone, and my wife.
Where y'all go?
We went to Texas Roadhouse.
Oh,
It's
yeah,
kind of
that's
slim pickings around here, and I
Yeah.
like it in that motherfucker.
My go-to there
Yeah.
is the roadkill.
What's that?
That is like it's kind of like a hamburger. They take the steak and it's like hamburger and they mix it with mushrooms and onions. And,
Oh, shit. I didn't
you know
even...
what I'm saying? That shit is just like, and it's like kind of cheap.
I'm going to have to write that shit
It's
down.
only like $14 or $15.
Get
and
the fuck out of here.
It's like 10 ounces of steak. It's steak, but it's...
They chop it up?
Yeah, but it's burgered up. Like, that
Bro.
shit is hitting, bro. Like, that's all I need is the protein.
I'm about to put that shit in my
Yeah,
notes.
that shit called roadkill. That shit is...
Jetta, you ever go up to Texas Roadhouse?
Yeah.
What you think about the food up there?
It's alright.
Get free peanuts, nigga.
I don't fuck with peanuts.
Oh, hey, that's protein.
Chill, nigga. Pause, nigga. Pause. Nah.
Other than that, I've been good, man. Like I changed my workout a little bit, so I'm not lifting mad heavy ass weights. I'm doing more of like a hypertrophic workout, bodybuilder.
Hitting reps.
Yeah, higher reps.
Yeah.
And even if I'm not climbing super high in the reps, I'm going slow and concentrating more on having that mind muscle connection. And I notice the fucking difference because I'm a beast when it comes to the weight.
Yeah.
And this shit is like taxing on a different level, bro.
Yeah.
To the point that when I was doing those pull-ups I was telling you about, when I was holding it,
Yeah,
3 at the
nice.
bottom, 3 at the top,
Ooh, that's a
3 on the way down. The last one, I jumped off the bar and said, fuck. This shit. It's a wrap. It's a wrap.
Yeah, that's what I know what you're talking about. There's some reps or sets I'll get done,
Yeah.
and I'll be like, "Fuck!" Like
I made it.
like fuck. Like I'll be mad. Like I had like fuck. I do that for.
Hell yeah, that's exactly what the fuck it was, bro.
Then you do it again.
And then you do it again. And then you're proud when you get that shit done and
Yeah,
over
son.
with, man. Yeah, so other than that, you know, just grinding. I started working back up at the Secure facility a couple weeks ago, so I'm back on that grind. Gonna start at another facility soon.
Dope.
Health, wealth. Looking for that clap button. Spiritually, I've been praying a lot more.
Same.
And I think I got to get into the routine of reaching out to family and friends a little bit more because I used to be like isolated in my own productive world.
Me too. But that's sometimes I read a quote and I think I reposted it on the book.
Yeah.
It was like isolation is the price of leveling up.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, and it's tough. I know what you mean, but in the moment when you're in your routine and in your regimen of just trying to not only hit goals, but improve upon what you're doing, time runs out and you look up and it's already 9:30.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Like you can't control those seconds and minutes.
Yeah.
And it's necessary for you to accomplish and be productive. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I just hope that from the outside looking in, the people that love me and I love them understand fully that I don't choose to like disassociate myself with people, but what I'm focused on, I'm so focused on making it happen that I have to dedicate something I've never dedicated in my life, and this is a sacrifice, like the time with other people. But I love everybody, but I'm very productive. I'm making shit happen. There's nobody that wrote the schematics for my progress in life. It's not like I work for an employer and they say, hey, do you fit this job description and title? If you do, we can pay you to do this.
Right.
I had to create my own, and it actually worked.
Thank God.
So, you know, I'm riding it out, and sometimes you got to make choices and decisions other people don't understand. How about you, Jetta? What the grind? How the job going?
We already.
No, we
talked
didn't.
about
You
it.
trying to
We
duck
did.
and dodge everything.
See, you're bringing up my job, and I just talked about it.
So you don't
we
want to
already-
talk about your job?
Nah, I'm good. Let's got a new job, man. Yeah.
Like, how is it going? Like, do you like it?
Oh, it's good. I do like it.
Why don't you tell the people that don't know what you do, what it is that you do, other than just saying striping?
Them niggas don't need to know about me.
Okay.
Yo, he said, I don't want nobody running down on me.
Yeah.
Niggas don't need to
Get
know
him while
about
he
me.
in the middle of the road or some shit. You so I got a list full of videos that I wanted to play for y'all, right?
That. Shit.
All right, so one of them is like 9 minutes and 52 seconds.
Cool.
Now, I really want to talk about this one because I had a full conversation with myself about this one after I watched it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to play it. We can leisurely watch it, right? And then, you know, if we choose to talk about it while it's playing, whatever. But I think it's pretty deep. And the title of it is $28 million lottery winner exposes the dark side of winning.
You know what? I like that. Because I've imagined already when I would play the lotto, and you know how you already start thinking about what you're going to do with your winnings?
Yes.
And I've already talked, how much am I going to give this person?
Yeah.
That? Like, I'll get that all out the way because,
Like you was mapping it out?
yeah, but the first thing I'm doing, getting out of town.
Yeah.
I'm getting anybody that you can say we want them for ransom.
Yeah.
They coming with me.
Yeah.
We skipping town.
Yeah.
We going to a hotel.
Yeah.
At least an hour and a half away. Like I need some breathing room real quick.
So let me ask you a question, because in this story, I want to say that the dude didn't have a choice on whether or not he stayed anonymous. Now, if you had the choice to stay anonymous, would you do that?
Yes.
And what would your course of action be if you could stay anonymous and not have to tell anybody?
I would tell like people that I know that I could tell anything to and they wouldn't say a damn thing. You know what I mean? And I would prep like in close quarters what I ultimately wanted to do besides go to games, besides go experience things I didn't have the luxuries before winning.
Yeah.
You know, because you can only do so many things before they become, you know, addictions.
Yeah, yeah.
And then you waste your money. So it's like, what do you want to do? Like, you know, and I would give a lot of the shit away, to be honest.
Yeah, I'd have to, like,
I
in the
could.
community, I'd have to do some things, and then within my family,
Yeah.
I'd have to put people in positions. But I think the way that I would put people in position would be in a way that I wouldn't necessarily ask them what they wanted or what they needed. I would have to assess what's going on with my entire family on my own time, in my own structured way,
Yeah.
and then realistically help them to be in a better position. Like an example would be to pay off everybody's debt.
Yep. Pay tuition, college
yeah.
tuitions for
Yeah.
not just any old body, but I mean people who really wanna, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, here's an opportunity. I'm willing to pay for your tuition. I'm willing to get you a decent car that's paid off so you
Yeah.
don't have to worry about car payments and you get to from.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like those type of things. Like, I'm not trying to, here, I'm gonna just throw you a bunch of money and hopefully you make the right. Nah,
That's
bro.
when that shit comes back to bite you in the ass, because it's like if you give up $150,000, they could have paid off their house with a portion of it and their car and paid their debt, but you don't know if that's going to be the responsible course of action. So if they choose not to do that and they choose to do whatever, then they double back to you when they
Yes.
fuck the money up,
Yep.
and you look like the asshole when you don't give them more money.
Right.
Like
And I'm okay too with some people not getting,
oh yeah,
because, you know, because that's one thing. Like, I would never like feel guilty about, oh man, I wasn't able to do this for every single body,
I
but
wouldn't either.
it's not for everybody, and it's, you know what I mean?
John said some shit to me years ago, probably about 8 years ago. I'm sure he don't even remember when he said it to me, but he was saying, he was like, Cap, your blessing isn't everybody's blessing. He said, God blessed you for a reason. The motherfuckers you trying to bless didn't receive your blessing. So who do you think you are to try to pass your blessing to other people?
That's tough.
And I was like, damn, he wasn't being cold when he said it, but it was like, okay, God trusts and puts you in a position knowing your heart and the way you move throughout the world.
Right.
So if God blesses me, there's no way I wouldn't choose to bless other people. But for you to try to immediately give your blessing away, that's not what God intended. God intended you to benefit, grow, feel pain, whatever from the blessing he gave you. And then when you develop, to be able to help other people. Because
That's tough.
we can give our blessings away on an accident just because we're caring individuals. You know what I mean?
Yeah, man. But yeah, I want to see this, bro. Let me
Yeah,
see what
yeah,
somebody
yeah, for
done.
sure.
Somebody done fucked the bread up.
Oh, man. Let's see here.
And that's just two examples, but it goes on and on. And
I'm going to bring it back.
Who's the winner? Doing it right?
Yep, with the hat on.
Oh, shoot.
I just felt extremely grateful, and just like it was a huge blessing, and I still feel that way. But at the same time, there were other, as the adrenaline came down and the euphoria came down, I realized that, I mean, there were these other things that I never
Yeah,
ever
and just go back and
anticipated
forth
about
from
winning
the
lottery
different
that
ones.
affected me socially and psychologically.
So they can see my sexy
with
face.
people and relationships, because
Oh, shit,
all of a
this shit
sudden,
crashed.
I was the one
It did?
holding this ticket.
Oh, you
or
bitch ass
even
nigga.
after we turned it, I was the one that won the lottery, not my family,
Right.
not my circle of people. And so I felt like an outlier, and which on the surface it's not a bad thing. It's a problem a lot of people would like to have, but you know, I just really felt kind of on an island because no one else had gone through it. No one else could do the things that I wanted to do financially. Like, if I wanted to go on a vacation, then I had to pay for other people.
Right.
If I wanted to go to a nice restaurant,
That's deep.
I felt as if I had to pay for other people.
Right.
And that's just two examples, but it goes on, and so it really changed. That was something that was really foreign to me. And
So I'm
I'd
gonna
say
pause it right there.
That's the
My question is,
Yeah.
does he have a significant other?
Oh yeah. I don't
Because if he's won this and he's doing this alone, the feeling of being ostracized from what I'm gathering, from what I'm hearing, sounds even more,
shit.
Stressful than just having all that bread, but being dolo. Because I didn't hear any.
I didn't hear any of that either. Even after I watched the majority of that, I don't think I heard that.
Yeah,
But that's a very good point. It's
that's a lonely feeling, boy.
so the people that you're around can't keep up with you financially, and you want to enjoy your money and say, hey, I just want to go out to dinner to a nice restaurant.
Right.
But I would love to go with the people that I love and care about. But now I feel obligated to pay for them. How would you approach that? Would you pay for them, or would you?
I would definitely pay for them, but at some point, because you would be doing it so often and it would be such a regular thing for you.
Oh man, it would be regular. It would become regular life.
It would become regular, expected, and then at some point in time, you're gonna look at yourself and be like, "Am I buying company?"
Damn.
Like, and that could be, I don't care how much money you got, you still got to look at yourself at the end of the day and be like, man, who are you?
Yeah.
You got to, like, what is your worth besides this money? And that's when the devil can come in and start playing games with your mind. And,
Damn, man.
and then it's like, you know what? I don't want to think about this. Let me get a drink.
Yeah.
I don't want to think about this. Let me do something. Let me get numb the pain.
Yeah. I would only imagine that family members and friends that you haven't seen in 20 years would pop up. And everybody has problems. I don't give a fuck if you're rich or poor. Everybody has problems. And if you're viewed as a resource or a potential resource, why not take the chance at reaching out and saying, hey, I know I haven't spoken to you in 20 years, but I'm fucked up. Right. And I was just hoping that you would be caring enough to help me get out of my situation. Yeah. It almost sounds like that dude was leaning into potentially being in that situation, because if all the people you're around are seeing that you have the ability to pay for everybody, why wouldn't it turn into them eventually saying, hey, my car note is late as fuck. My house is about to get foreclosed on. I don't know if I'd want to be in that
Wouldn't either.
position.
I mean, you'd have to get out of town. You'd have to kind of restart to just
fuck everybody.
What you mean? What you thinking? You saying you gonna dip on them?
Fuck everybody.
You just gonna leave?
20 million, right?
I think it was 28.
28 million?
28 million.
Fuck all y'all for 1 year.
That's a smart move,
I'll
though.
give my kids bread. Don't tell nobody nothing, nigga.
You just dip off.
I'm out, nigga.
I wouldn't even know what I'd want to do with that money. Like, I'd invest a lot of it, like invest to make the money make more money for me.
Yeah.
That's probably the first thing I would do, is get a financial advice, like pay for someone.
Oh yeah.
And to how can I make this money make more money for me?
Or even if you chose to, instead of give all your family money, what if you bought mad properties and you divided them amongst family members so that they had residual income and they were outright owners, and rather than them have to worry about, I mean, that would be an extra income based on wherever they're at in life. You give the wrong motherfucker $100,000, it's gonna turn to $10,000 in a week or two. You know what I mean?
You're gonna see Rolls Royces and all types of shit hitting these raggedy streets.
Hell, yeah, for no reason at all.
28 million, though. I'm out of here.
Where would you want to? Where would you want to move to, though?
Move?
Like, as far as like,
I wouldn't move nowhere.
Talking to Mike, Jetta?
My bad.
You wouldn't move?
No errors or mistakes today.
Nah, yeah, I wouldn't move.
You stay in the town or near the town?
Nope. I get me one of them nice ass fucking like RV shits. Just go all around. Go everywhere, nigga. 28 million? I'm paying for his gas, nigga, and food on the road. I can see everything. Go to the country. Go to Colorado. What? That would be my plan.
That's
I
deep.
love some shit like that.
That's
Hell
deep.
yeah.
Oh yeah.
That's dope, man.
Shit. Quest, what would you do?
I wouldn't want to go too far. Like, I love my town. I love my area. Like, I love my grassroots.
Yeah.
You know, I'm not a big city type of dude. You know, I'm not trying to conquer anything. Like, I would definitely ride around and see what type of crib I like around here. You know, I'm talking about like in the outskirts. See what I could turn into like a bunker. Because I definitely want a bunker.
Oh shit! Damn, forgot about all that.
Yes, I want a bunker, and I want to see where would be the best property to buy that if it has a bunker, or how can I build one? Because
Yeah.
I want to be close.
You know what's deep though? You could buy 4 or 5 different properties in the area that serve 4 or 5 different purposes. Like you could have that property where it's like, okay, I want to make sure if shit goes down, this is where we're safe at.
Yeah.
Since this area is so, it's not expensive, even in the most expensive areas compared to the rest of the country, right?
Right.
So you could have that, and then you can be on another side of town where it's private, it's quiet, and then you can have the house where you invite all the family members over when you're cooking out and shit.
I want one of them Pine City houses.
Yeah.
Bro. Them Pine City houses, bro. I'll be like,
They be chilling.
they be looking like, damn, man. I wonder what my PS5 would look like in one of them rooms.
Yeah. Damn, Pine City,
Yeah, I
deep
like
West
that.
Elmira.
Yeah.
Shit, even in the Heights, there's
Horse
some cuts.
heads and one of them horse heads
is
houses
it.
up there.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Shit.
man. Yeah, I'd stay local though.
I mean, I'd have a house in Florida. I'd have a house in I don't know if I would fuck with Cali. That shit left a bad taste in my mouth, man. No diddy. But Cali just don't really see my speed. I'm more of a laid back. I want to chill. I'm not trying to even. Yesterday, me and Liz were discussing like taking trips for the rest of the summer. And it was like, okay, we'll go on like weekend trips because we can, right? Nothing super expensive, but even if we go, we don't want to go to places like Atlanta and experience the nightlife.
Right.
We want to go to places where we can enjoy like nature or it's
Yeah,
calm
that's
and you
dope.
can see sights, and so we're both on the same page with that. You
That's
know what I mean?
dope. That's dope.
Oh shit! So let's see what this dude with this 28 million got himself into, man. Because, like I said, I seen the video, but I didn't like watch it in depth.
The other side of the coin when it comes to the
What up, man?
adrenaline and euphoria, back to your question, is that dip of it was awesome, it's amazing, it's the best thing in the world to
Why does that sound like that?
I'm being with all these people, and these people, some of them, I had a couple of family members where relationships
Let me pause it.
were damaged
Then play it again. See if it's.
because they wanted to basically ask for money, and I did a lot of things for a lot of people, and I have no regrets about it whatsoever, including family. But family, most family, I want to preface this, we're very supportive and positive, so I don't want to just put down my family because most of them are, I love them all, every single one of them, but the fact is that with some people, if you win an immense amount of money or a lottery jackpot that's significant, it doesn't always have the same level of respect because it wasn't.
Oh,
It's not viewed by some people as being earned.
it wasn't earned.
That's crazy.
It's not the same as if you're like a CEO or
That's when you got to have that fuck it button where it's like, nigga, I don't give a fuck how I got this shit. Like, it was legal. Like,
Yeah, what you like, man? You didn't even earn that shit, bro. Hit me off.
I'd laugh in somebody's motherfucking face. Like, are you serious?
and it's also I was 21 years old. So here are people that have been working for decades.
Oh, he was only
decades.
21.
Oh,
21-year-old win this jackpot.
that hits different.
I think jealousy can get involved and all kinds of emotions like that. So that took an emotional toll on me psychologically.
Damn, he
and
wasn't even
socially
mature
changed
enough yet.
relationships. And I sort of went into I don't want to say a shell, but I really sort of self-isolated because my
Had
level of
to.
trust for people went down because I thought, well, maybe they might want me for the wrong reasons. I really
He was self-aware, though.
He was paranoid too.
Yeah.
The level of paranoia.
everybody because I meet and interview lottery winners all the time on my podcast, and I know that that doesn't happen to
So that
everybody.
had to happen some years ago because he looks pretty older.
Yeah.
And then especially, you know, you're talking about a 21-year-old kid at the time, and there's you know, the whole.
So I'm gonna pause it right here. So I guess that puts it in a different perspective too.
Yeah.
A
very much so.
21-year-old.
Oh my gosh, I would be so not good with that. At 21 version of me? Oh no.
Yeah, I was fucking money up at 21, bro.
I mean, as males, they say our brains don't even fully develop till 25.
25, yeah.
That's crazy. Shit. I would have fucked that money up.
Luckily, my mom was alive when I was 21 because she would have regulated the fuck out of it, and I would have allowed her to play a role in it. Not control, but she's so outspoken that
Yeah, mine too.
she would have been like, look, you about to fuck this money up.
Damn, bro. Damn.
Then he said he had to self-isolate because of...
Damn. That's scary, bro. 21 years old.
Jetta, you know what I keep thinking of? Tone getting 28 million.
Tone.
This nigga drunk as a motherfucker. Matter of fact, me and him just had a discussion the other day about when Tone was investing when he was younger.
Oh
And
shit!
I
know a couple
it's too late.
tones,
It's too late
nigga,
for the
my
cleanup.
fault.
Too late for the cleanup. But how
Damn, it made sense
you know
now.
when Tone won over $20,000, I asked him for like $1,000 or $1,500, and he didn't give me the money.
That's crazy.
And he was like, "Yeah, maybe give me some money. I'll show you how to invest it." And it hit different because I'm like, okay, there's multiple ways you can go about this shit. You can go about it in a way where you're mad and upset, and you don't respect or understand where they're coming from. You can play the guilt role, which would ultimately be an educating but manipulative role too,
Yeah.
because you want what you want.
Right.
Or you can just accept and say, oh, okay, nah, I'd rather not invest anything right now. And we'll cross that bridge in the future when you're adult enough to talk about it. That's the route I chose to take. Because I didn't want him to feel bad about winning the money. I didn't want him to feel bad about not giving me any money.
Right.
And it wasn't about me right then and there. But at some point in the future, we have to have that discussion.
Right.
He wasn't mature enough to have that discussion, even though he won that amount of money. And I invested a lot of money into him doing everything.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It was one of the most difficult
bet.
father-son moments.
Yeah, that's tough. I mean, you handled it perfectly, to be honest. Like, because I know it's easy to put yourself in that position and be like, thinking, if I was him, I would have definitely did X, Y, and Z. So,
exactly.
So I raised him this way. How
Yeah.
could he have not? Wait, hold on.
Especially after I let you create these accounts in my name. I
Right.
gave you money to do this.
Yeah.
I'm just thinking, but then that would have been the me going into helping him with expectations that benefited myself,
Right.
as opposed to it just being about him.
Right.
It was just about him, and I had that realization.
Yeah.
I was tight as a motherfucker because I needed the bread.
Right.
It would have helped me to have another $1,000 to $1,500, but it wasn't to the point where, it changed anything in my life. It wasn't life or death. You know what I mean?
That's still tough because
It is.
I don't see how me personally would not give my pops
Me neither.
or my mom's, and I have I couldn't say.
Unless you were the child and you viewed that parent as already having an abundance.
Don't even matter, nigga.
Nah. I still couldn't do it.
So that's the only rationalization I could come up with, right or wrong. That's all I could come up with was like, maybe in his mind, because I was able to give him so much money to invest, that he was
Still.
like, yeah.
Still, if my parent asks
for
me,
it.
that means they need it.
And even if they don't need it, maybe I should just give it to him anyway. Yeah.
Bro, that's
If it wasn't for them, I wouldn't be here. Here.
Yeah.
Like, that's what it ultimately
Yeah.
draws down to.
but
Yeah.
That's tough.
it's
We're
the
going to
fact
have that
you
conversation one day, though. But
Yeah.
at that point in time, it would have been more emotionally based from my standpoint. So it didn't make sense to do that
Yeah.
because I didn't want my child to feel like I was coming at him.
Yeah. Good
You need
call,
to
man.
understand why I feel some kind of way about it,
Right.
right or wrong.
And he may not be ready to even to have that conversation in a mature way till he's probably 30 something.
Yeah, and that's a fact. That's the realistic
until
part.
Until he probably has his own child, he's not going to be able to have that
Yes.
conversation.
Oh yeah, because my
can't
mom
have
always said, when you have
Have no-
kids, they gonna get you.
Yeah,
It's gonna
man.
come back and bite you in the ass. And guess what? She was right as a motherfucker. Man.
Facts.
Oh man. I'm gonna play like a little bit of the ending of this video.
Yeah, see what he talks. See what happened to him.
Hard to believe, but
So I just jumped it up to about 8:29. It's probably the last minute or so of the video.
Right.
So since we have a general idea what he was talking about, we can gather his conclusion, I guess, of the video.
I had a really thriving dating life before I won the lottery, and as a gas station clerk, making a little over minimum wage. I had no problem getting dates, and that was just part of my life.
This nigga lying.
Even though there was no shortage of people that wanted to date me, I just had a really hard time trusting anybody. And so the people that was easier to trust were the relationships I had before I won. Those are the people that I trusted the most. And so when a relationship like that was damaged, such as with a family member, then that was, for me, pretty hurtful at the time. But in retrospect, I don't blame them. I understand where they're coming from, but I also understand where I'm coming from, and I think it comes down to self-love and self-respect, also, in addition to empathy for others. That really
He kind of lost me there a little bit. Did you guys
Yeah,
follow
yeah,
that?
he lost me with the dating and the self-empathy.
Inside. It wasn't the lottery that caused these problems. It wasn't a family member that caused these problems. It's how I chose to perceive it, and that's how I look at it now. So I feel I'm just trying to look at the bright side of it. What can I learn? How can I get better? Because we're all a product of our experiences.
Right.
Okay, so I respect his last sentence, but in conclusion, in my opinion, he was probably kind of like a bitch ass nigga that got money and didn't have any direction at all.
Yo, you hit it right on the money, bro.
Because, I mean, yeah, I think I would have did some. I would have made some mistakes at 21 with money, right? But I wouldn't have made so many mistakes that it wouldn't have benefited me and my entire family. I don't think I would have made the mistakes that would have been a total detriment. That's just
like winning at 21, I would have definitely paid for New to have a record label,
Yeah.
to build anything he needed and wanted. That would have been my first thing.
Establishing a business that was a lifelong dream and earned at the same time.
Yes. Like, because 21-year-old me, I remember him perfectly, bro.
Yeah.
He's thinking music, first, second, third.
Yeah.
And that's what we doing. That's what we doing with a big chunk of this.
Yeah.
I mean, 28 million.
Yeah, because a big chunk could have been 3 million.
Right. That's the first thing. Everybody getting a fly whip. Like, I really would have put so much into us. You know what I mean?
Then you have to keep in mind that 28 million is going to turn into about 14 million after taxes.
Yeah. But I'm still thinking we still gonna, I mean, that's just me, 21. I know how I would have been, yo. That's exactly what I've been like. I would have had obviously a fund for my son because I only had my son at that time. I would have had a nice stash for him, pay off his college tuition, crib. Like, my life, I was different at 21.
Me too. We would have went on a tour. We would have put together a tour.
Yeah.
And made it happen no matter how it looked. Even if we didn't have the fan base, like if I would have had to pay to be in 30 different cities, we could have did that.
We would have did the damn thing. We would have did it before Griselda back then. That was the time, yo. That music would have.
Damn. But I also know my wife, she would have been on some shit. She ain't never played with money, bro. Like, she is a stickler. Like, she stands up financially. She knows what the fuck she talking about financially. And the direction she was raised in is a good upbringing and direction. So I've always been able to, like, have good financial conversations with her. I feel sorry for a lot of these younger dudes growing up now, where it's like these females expect them to like make a certain amount of money and have a certain amount of status and financial this, financial that.
Yeah.
Whereas my wife didn't grow up in that, so she's never been like, that's never been her standing in life. Her standing has been like, yo, if you're making $40,000 a year, we have to make sure this shit is spent properly, budgeted properly, savings are proper. But if it turns into 80 or 100, the same discipline applies.
Yep.
I got lucky with that. You know what I mean?
You definitely did, man.
She crazy too. She don't never see the pod, so I could say that. Shit, I got like 100 different videos in here. How long we deep into the pod?
Here, nigga.
Now just look at the numbers on top of the video and tell me what the numbers are, brother.
Yeah, 35 minutes.
35 minutes. All right, so let me play this Long Beach Griffey video real quick. It's more funny, but the shit is hilarious. And the title of this is When Old White People See Black Men at the Gym. You got the audio still on?
Can I help you? You sure could have. My great grandpappy would have made a killing over you, boy. Yeah? You would have made us so much business back there, boy. Slave of the month, I'd call you. Boy, what the hell you talking about? Hold on now, you the warrior. Them big muscular baboon arms.
Yo.
And those large toned gorilla legs. And that wide orangutan torso. I bet you got a mandingo the size of a stallion between them cool thighs. These compliments are very
Flatter at the same.
$10. I would have went for $50 at least. Easy, nigga.
Yo.
$50. Hold on, nigga. You ain't never seen no piggy kind of numbers like the numbers I put up. Piggy kind of numbers. Stop. Man, no more. Stop, boy. Stop. I know bigger coons that can pick circles around you. This thing wasn't worth no $50. Fuck you. That's one. That put me in a kind of pick a whole thing.
Yo.
It's him. He's talking about, I wouldn't be worth no $50 back in the slave days. Nigga, what?
Nigga, what?
I told him, he a hard-headed nigga. You lucky I ain't got no big. I am worth 50. Maybe even $100.
Yo.
100.
Let's go to a plantation. Bro, what? Excuse me. Yes, let's go to a plantation.
That's how big it be too. Like, yo, let's go to the court right now.
I'll show you.
Yo, I'll show you right now.
I'll show you.
You have a nice day. No, let me show you.
You talking about going to pick some cotton?
Yo. All right, I'm gonna pause it right there. That shit was funny as a motherfucker, man.
What the
like,
hell?
who? I don't know how he be thinking of shit like that, man.
Yo,
but
that nigga said, "Oh, the Cotton Picker Hall of Fame."
said I be putting up Kobe numbers.
Yo.
When he said that shit, I was thinking about your ass. I said, I'm
Yeah.
saving this shit, bro.
Oh, that shit is funny, bro.
All right. And I'm just going to keep it rolling with this funny shit just
Let's
because we
go.
sitting here, we doing whatever the fuck we want. Now, I would play another one of his videos, but I don't want to. Nah. All right, so I fucked the funny shit. I'm going to play this other video, right? And Jetta, you have to chime in on this shit. Matter of fact, I'm going to turn your camera on only because it's a conversation that wake your ass up.
I'm looking at you, bro.
Look at him.
I'm
What's going
drunk,
on with
man.
these? What's going on with these guys,
These
man?
light skinned niggas, man.
I be having my sips too, but what's going on, man?
Nigga.
Oh, you been
Don
touching it.
I fucking don't drink tequila, nigga. Drink it today. Don Julio. Let me see. Do I got the camera? Shit ain't working?
No, it's not on, dude.
Damn. Don Julio, though.
What
Trust
you
me,
eat
believe
today, fam?
it.
Nothing.
I ate,
Ramen noodles.
It's kind of embarrassing. I had 2 burgers.
All right. Some bread with it, right?
Nigga, my burgers got buns on them.
Oh, okay.
You know what I'm
I'm about to say. See, I don't be having bread, so that's why I asked.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So you go to the restaurant, you get a burger with no bun?
Yeah, I'll be like,
I see that shit all the time.
yeah.
All the time.
Yep.
Or you can just get some lettuce and wrap it in lettuce.
Hell
and
no,
it's
I ain't
lettuce
getting none of that
wraps.
fake lettuce. You see how they make that lettuce? You ever see
You talking
the
about the McDonald's lettuce?
No, the heads of lettuce.
Yeah.
I've seen them make that shit out of like liquid on.
Oh shit.
Yeah, that's
You
not
too?
good.
Put the
Yeah,
camera on him, Jetta.
Damn, my bad.
Yo, you
nigga.
be slipping, son. You
I
know I
just
don't
was-
even.
I was engaged in conversation at
Yeah,
the
but
time. My bad, nigga.
yeah, but look, I'm not. I don't even be fucking with you about making errors ever, right?
Every
But-
episode they do.
No, I don't. I'm usually the quieter one when it comes to that. But I be doing the same shit when I film the pins and wins. I interact with them and talk, right?
Yeah.
But I never make errors ever. So there has to be a reason why.
I mean,
Think about it realistically.
realistically, yeah. Okay. Damn, my camera don't work. I was gonna.
Yeah, because you fucking up.
Nigga,
Nah, I'm just fucking with you.
I just already
Yo.
got up and turned this shit on and keep going off.
Listen.
That means you need to charge that motherfucking nigga. That's your fault, cuz.
Look, you stupid.
Shit.
That nigga went straight
This
Cali
motherfucking
on me.
tequila on me, nigga. Shit, I turn up, nigga.
He started crip walking on me.
Nigga.
All right, so I got another video, but this one is kind of like I wanted you to be. I'm gonna turn your camera on, Jetta, just because this one I think deserves all of us to look at it and be like, "What the fuck?"
oh shit.
Nothing too crazy. I ain't gonna fuck your brains up. I know you, Quest. I know you don't like the overly like when I was talking about that movie, the Bring Her Back movie that I seen the other day. You was like, I don't like watching.
Oh yeah,
shit like that.
Yeah. I mean, I don't watch it
Yeah.
because I don't know, man. Like when I say really, bro, I protect my peace.
You're an empath too. Like you feel. I feel. That's how I am too.
That's why I can't watch it.
I
yo.
told my daughter last night because she'll ask. She'll be like, "Do you think I would like the movie?" And I said, "Princess, you shouldn't watch this movie."
Yeah.
Because I know how she internalizes certain things. She was like, maybe I'll watch it sometime. I was like, yeah, maybe, but that's not something I would have asked you to go to the theater to watch. Me and Liz went, just me and her, just because it was like, let's see something different.
Right.
And I have to admit, the movie was really good if you like horror movies.
Yeah,
Because you can't predict the plot. And then the gory shit that happened in the movie was so like realistic that it was like, it wasn't typical realistic. It was like, that's fucking crazy.
Anything that deals with the demons and the spirits, I stay completely
And it had to do with
away from that shit. I
Yeah.
just can't, man.
that. Yeah,
I
shit
feel
was
like
wicked.
you open some type of portals with that. You know what I'm saying? Within.
I think there's a possibility that shit like that can happen. Because you never know what goes into making those movies.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
What type of spirits and shit like that.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? So what I'm going to do is play this video. This one is 4 minutes and 52 seconds. So just leave this video on because I need you guys to look at it and see it the way that I seen it.
Should watch it all the way through.
Yeah.
And I viewed this video, I broke down. And on God, if I would have looked at this video and known he was doing what he was doing in this video, I would have told the cops dead.
You are not prepared for the twist the story is going to take. I didn't see this coming. This wasn't on my 2025 bingo card, but here we are. This is right between Melbourne and Palm Beach, Florida. She's in Shopper, she knows this. Following her, she knows her phone. On the cards, and she started recording. She had secrets all from. She's just recording cases. Every time she turns and goes somewhere, this guy is there. Every time she turn a corner, go another way, double back. This video, I'll tag her, is over 15 times of him just following her around. After almost 15 minutes, she sees employees approaching the couch.
He was following her.
I think it was following up like this.
Oh, I didn't peep that. Are you serious?
Yeah. Matter of fact, I'm gonna bring it back. That's why I said watch the TV. Look at the TV.
She got home and looked at the footage.
Look at it.
And she realized what he was doing with his hand. That's
cool.
You can't see it, so you can just.
pretty straightforward so far.
Nigga, what the? Nobody said nothing. They just was running away.
I will admit, I do not know his name. However,
Had to be a nigga.
They found it.
he made a video and posted
That's
it on
him?
TikTok to explain his side of the story. But I go ahead and warn you, for some reason, he
Turn that
sped
shit up,
his
bro.
video. This is It's all confessed. I didn't do that. He did it. But let's hear some of his points, shall we?
I was in my right self. I was doing it for that. I apologize for that. There's a right way to talk to female, and there's another right way to talk to female. And I felt like I took the wrong choice in that and let her. And for that, I like to apologize.
What talking, dude? Video, and then let him go with just trespassing.
Police stop.
So I'm gonna stop it right there. What the fuck do y'all think about that?
He's making niggas look bad.
Very bad, man. Like,
Bruh.
Like, you really just put a spotlight on
Walmart.
why we get looked at
It wasn't a
crazy.
Walmart, you said it wasn't a Walmart, right?
yeah. And luckily, she was videotaping. He didn't know she turned on her record and put her phone
Yeah.
in her cart and was just walking around. So she didn't know he was doing all that until later she looked at the video.
I don't know how she set it up so perfectly, though.
Yeah, she did that.
She got that joint. Wow.
She did that. I don't understand how that nigga isn't in jail, because it's niggas like that lead to, okay, they don't get caught once or twice or go to jail, then they lead to doing an extreme action, and then everybody acts like, oh, this is such a... No, the shit was leading up to him doing that. You had every opportunity to prevent him from doing that. Nobody did anything about that. If I would have seen him doing that in a Walmart, even if it wasn't a woman or a lady or a girl that I was related to or known, if I would have seen that, God, please forgive me, but I would have had a very extreme reaction.
Yeah.
I would have laid his ass out, bro.
And I wonder how was she acting? Like, did she look scared? Did she look? Did she? Because if she's just shopping and she's just talking, you know, maybe she had her earpiece in.
Yeah.
And I didn't know, was she narrating anything?
So what she was saying is that, so she eventually spoke to the Walmart employees and asked them to walk her out to her car.
Okay.
But this was just based on him following her around the store, not knowing that he was
Doing that. Oh, man.
playing with his...
Damn, bro. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, is she that bad, bro, to where you
I
had
wonder
to...
what she... Oh, don't say that, because then a motherfucker might see this video and be like,
No,
does
for
it
him-
matter? Nah, like, what the fuck did she actually... What did she look
Not saying
like?
that she warranted anything.
Yeah, exactly.
But, damn, bro, like, isn't that what for your cell phone and
that nigga impulse control was fucked.
Damn.
That means he's dangerous. That means he's eventually gonna try and snatch a motherfucker.
Yeah,
Or,
you could...
or at least touch.
he did the way he was even talking about it, like I've done this before type shit.
I don't think he realized he said that
Right.
shit. Like,
Yeah,
This nigga's really
Yo.
law enforcement did it before or some shit
yeah,
like that.
like bro,
Yeah, they're saying you're a weirdo, my nigga, and they don't have enough evidence yet.
these YNs.
What do we do about it, man?
You need to teach these young girls to fucking defend themselves and shit like that.
Yeah, my girl got tasered,
Protect,
bro.
yeah, niggas protect themselves.
Light your ass up like Raiden. Yep. And she go to the gym. She'll get you, nigga.
Yo. Oh man. So last video, unless you guys had something you wanted to talk about or play.
Oh, I did that one.
Yeah. Oh, did you want to play that joint that you had earlier? You got something on your phone? Because I'm gonna pass the
I got the
I'm gonna pass the aux.
I did put the 92 in there.
It's in 92?
It's in 92. The vid.
And YouTube?
Yeah.
I can access 92 for sure.
Yeah, it's the shit about Chris Webber and Doug Christie from the in the NBA, Sacramento Kings. Remember C Webb with the Fab Five and shit?
Yeah.
Is it not it? Oh, there it is. Yup. That shit's under
Jackie Christie breaks down after Chris Webber reveal.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Yeah, bro. So
This looks spicy.
yeah, so what happened was Doug Christie and Chris Webber were teammates in Sacramento Kings back in the late 90s. So I want to say 1999 till about 2007.
Yeah.
Now, Jackie Christie is the wife of Doug Christie, the light-skinned dude, right? The type of relationship they had when they were married is she had to go on the road with them all the time. He wasn't allowed to look at any other females. Every time the nigga made a basket, he had to make a symbol to her.
Damn,
like
he actually did that?
Yes, son. He was a real locked up dude with this chick, right? Come to find out, she was fucking with Chris Webber, and her second child, a girl, was the DNA came up allegedly that is Chris Webber's
Get the fuck
child.
out of here.
Yeah, wait till you play that shit. That shit is
crazy,
wild, bro.
son.
Yeah, and I guess Doug Christie pulled this out, you know what I'm saying, out the hat, trick hat, when they were going through their divorce settlement. Like, he was holding on to that shit for 20 years.
So he knew the whole fucking time?
Yes.
And held it down.
And held it down, bro.
Damn.
Wait till you see
I
this.
just pressed play on that motherfucker.
Yeah.
That's
The lawsuit reads like a legal thriller, but it's real. Doug Christie is taking Jackie Christie and Chris Webber to court. The charges are extreme: paternity fraud, intentional infliction of emotional harm, civil identity misrepresentation, and public deception for financial profit. He's also seeking retroactive damages that go back 2 full decades. The initial amount demanded is $4.6 million, but Doug's attorneys say the number could
She's the
climb
one who
as more
started the
evidence
Real
surfaces.
Housewives or the
What
Real
happens
Housewives of the NBA type shit.
Legal action for every dollar, every lie, and every year stolen from him.
They get married every year. When they were married, they would have a ceremony every year.
Renew their vows and shit.
Yeah, she had that nigga on lock.
DNA test revealed that Chris Webber is the actual biological father of Jackie's daughter. Doug didn't shed a tear or plead. He hired lawyers. And now Jackie Christie and Chris Webber are being sued for paternity fraud, identity manipulation.
He was like the clown of the NBA. Like, this nigga, before this, like the way they conducted their marriage, like this old lockdown ass nigga, the only nigga in the league, bringing his wife to every fucking road game. Like, she had that nigga on keep lock.
Is in free fall. Chris is rapidly losing endorsement deals, and Chantel is stuck in the middle, torn between 2 surnames, 1 legal battle, and a truth that keeps unraveling. Doug stayed silent for over 20 years. Now he's coming for everything, and the legal system is wide open. This isn't a petty feud. This is the public dismantling of everything Jackie built. It's devastating enough to be betrayed,
She ain't
but to
shit.
discover that the child you loved and raised for 2 decades was never yours. To learn that your wife deceived
I guess the nigga Chris Webber used to
behind your back. It's something Doug
come to the crib and hang with him
he prepared
and be
to
crying all the time.
and now it's
Like,
official.
Chris knew.
Court records filed in Los Angeles County Superior Court have gone public, and the evidence is overwhelming. DNA reports reports confirm Doug shares no biological relation to Chantel. A second test shows a 99.99% match with Chris Webber. Jackie's handwritten journals include entries admitting she knew the truth. A leaked voicemail captures her telling Chris to maintain their false narrative. A clause in Jackie's VH1 contract falsely identifying Chantel as Doug's biological child seals the deal. Jackie built a brand, a storyline, and a reputation on deception. And now Doug wants to recoup every dollar that image earned. But this isn't just about compensation. Doug is also requesting a legal amendment to Chantel's birth certificate. He wants Chris Webber listed as the biological father in every public and legal record moving forward. This is not vengeance. This is about correction. Sources say Jackie completely broke down and served. She collapsed at home and cried for hours. But this isn't the reaction of an innocent woman overwhelmed by a misunderstanding. This is the panic of someone whose lives are being torn apart by the law. Chris Webber has remained silent. No public comment, no statement. Only whispers of a PR cleanup, a fired publicist, and a new legal team. Doug's lawyers are strategic. They're not just seeking damages. They want to set a precedent. His lead attorney stated publicly, "This is bigger than Mr. Christie. It's for every man who unknowingly raised a child based on a lie. Paternity fraud must carry real legal consequences. This isn't just about two people anymore. This lawsuit could influence civil law across the country." Let's look at the breakdown of the damages Doug submitted. Private school fees totaled $180,000. College contributions added up to $95,000. Medical expenses amounted to $72,000. Family vacations came to $230,000. A sweet 16 birthday party featuring Bo Wow cost $75,000. Miscellaneous gifts, cars, and clothing ran up to $150,000. Reputational damage linked to false paternity storylines is valued at $500,000. Income Jackie earned from VH1 appearances and endorsements using the false family image, $1.88 million.
So the whole shit is on VH1 with this real wives in the NBA or housewives type shit.
Pause it right there. Like, so break that shit down a little bit more, because that shit is like, that's like fucked up.
So think about this as an NBA player, right? Your wife is traveling with you and the team. 82 there's 82 games, so 41 games on the road. You the only nigga that got your wife with you. Why she gotta come? Why she gotta stay here? So not only are you looking at like being the nigga that's super locked down, like every shot you make, you gotta make a sign to your wife, and we all know it. Not only is your wife make sure that you have to get married every year, like renew your vows every year.
Oh, that's what you were saying, Nate, when you said they get married every year. It's like they renewed every year. Every
single year. So that's like you a super locked down ass nigga, right? Like
that ain't even a simp. That's like that's simp 2.0.
Right. And then the star player.
Wait, what? Hold up. What is simp?
A simp is basically a weak man.
Someone who idolizes, what is it? I heard the acronym. Someone who idolizes mediocre pussy.
Wow. Bitch just walking all over you. Like,
but as your wife though, and that's just something she want to do every year, and you got the bread to do it.
She basically ran that nigga. Like they was together since college.
I want to do this shit again, baby. She's like, it's happening.
So it's not the context of her wanting to do it every year. It's more in totality of everything that was going on, and that was a piece of everything.
She controlled everything. He basically just handed his nuts to his wife.
Damn.
And it was on display, like without any apology, you know.
Bitch.
The fact that it was on a stage like that is even more humiliating. Like, demasculating. Like,
it was.
I have you. I do whatever the fuck I want to. I'm going to have a baby by somebody else after fucking off on you, and you're still going to take care of that child.
Yeah.
No, I know. You don't know, and I kind of think you do know, but I don't give a fuck if you do know.
I mean, he showed his hand when he conceded to all of the shit that from on the outside looking in.
Wow.
The way he conducted himself in their marriage, like to where obviously she doesn't have any respect for you. If you're a weak man, there's no way that your lady is going to be able to look at you you know, as an alpha to
No.
any regard.
There is no relationship without respect.
None.
Like, and we can only speak from a male's perspective.
Right.
We can assume we know from a female's perspective, but if you're a man and a woman doesn't respect you, the relationship is already over.
She was very masculine. Very masculine.
Wow.
And I mean, if you can't have a woman feel it be in her feminine energy, that means you don't have that masculine trait or the traits to make her feel she can confidently settle in her feminine.
Because a woman has to be led.
Yeah.
She can be in her feminine, but she also has to be led from a masculine role to be in her feminine.
Yes.
Because if you have an emotional ass male that was raised by a female, then you only have two females going at it head to head.
Bingo.
As opposed to a male stepping back and saying, this is what it is, this is what it isn't. Not like I'm controlling your life, but this is the position I hold in this relationship.
Right. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. So Chris Webber been quiet as a...
So he didn't say shit?
He ain't say...
Chris Webber's her dad?
Chris Webber is the child's dad.
How old is the child now?
20-something.
I wonder how the child is experiencing this.
I guess the child completely cut off the moms and don't have nothing to do, obviously, with Chris Webber. And she says that, you know, Doug Christie is her father, as she would.
That's beautiful, man.
As she would.
Yeah.
You know, but
it's like
that's
he earned
tough.
it.
That's tough. I couldn't imagine.
It's like Doug Christie didn't get to experience life that could have been.
No, they did. They got 3 kids.
Oh, so that's the only one.
Only one. Yeah.
That's even worse.
I think they have one that's younger, and they have a son that's younger and a daughter that's older. So it's the middle daughter.
Oh, that nigga Sly Fox.
Yeah. That's crazy.
That nigga Chris Webber foul is a bitch.
I wonder how he feels about that. Chris Webber, as far as like, does he have a conscience? You know what I mean? Does he have a heart? Does he feel like he should compensate?
I doubt he felt like he should compensate. He seen like the way he did his brothers in the Fab Five when he basically snitched on everyone that they got money when they was in college.
Yeah.
And he like Jalen Rose and them niggas like completely ostracized Chris Webber because he did like some snitch hoe shit to them.
Oh shit.
Yeah. He was like, it was whack, yo. No, I think it was along the lines like they all were like, yeah, we got bread and stuff, and Chris was the only one that was like, nah, I didn't get no bread. Like, nigga, you was the biggest star. Fuck out of here.
He
like
was on some bitch nigga shit.
Yeah.
So he knew that the kid was his?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I guess there was voicemail. Like, they got voice.
Damn,
Yeah.
son, that nigga dodged a bullet.
Yeah.
20 years,
Yeah,
nigga.
but it might come back to get him, though,
Yeah.
in two different ways. If that's your biological child, you can't replace those years you missed.
Nope.
That's some fucked up shit.
Yeah.
And two,
the character.
If you
Obviously,
get,
he didn't care though. If he knew and he didn't try to, I don't give a fuck, nigga.
Yeah.
I'm stepping in. I'm taking
but
care of mine.
he may
I
have
fucked your girl. Nigga.
He may
My
have
bad.
cared to a degree that he wasn't willing to risk his public image, his finances, things of that
Makes
nature.
sense.
So
But
as you get older, just the natural progression of a man. Later on, you're thinking about, okay, so when people are on their deathbed, they want to confess to things that they did, or they want to, okay, you get older, you might be like, damn, I fucked up. I have a child out there. I should have done this, should have done that. That relationship is already burned and gone. On top of that, if he does get sued, all that shit he was trying to avoid financially is just going to catch up with him later anyway, and he's going to be double fucked.
That shit kind of hits home with me because, you know, my son, we were actually going through a situation about a year ago where he thought he had a child, you know, with a chick that, you know, was just a jump off.
Yeah. And
she had a child, and needless to say, make a long story short, I seen pictures of him when he was about two and a half, and the nigga looked like me.
Word.
Son, I got pictures in my phone. It was a stressful ordeal.
I don't know how I would feel going
Son,
through that.
it was
man.
tough. I talked to the grandmother. I'm like, yo, that baby looks a lot like me.
Mm-hmm.
Here's, he looks like my son. Like, I know your daughter and him aren't, you know what I'm saying, seeing eye to eye with, because he tried to get her to get an abortion.
Oh yeah.
But she had it, and they never had a paternity test done. I guess they took one, and she just told him that it wasn't his.
Yeah.
So
So did he kind of accept her telling him that in the moment?
Yeah, he
kind
accept-
of like a young nigga would
yes,
do. Yeah.
yes. And I said, son, like, I can't tell you what to do, but that boy looked like me. And,
Yeah.
And you are never going to be able to get these years back if
Yep.
you choose to. So I contacted the mom of the girl, talked to her, got everything documented in our messenger.
Yep.
Like, listen, what I don't want is for your daughter to come back X amount of 10 years later, after she finds out the dude she with, who looks nothing like this grandbaby, looks like nothing like, he looks like me. Like, I know that's my grandson. Like, and that shit is sucky because I know that that's my son's. However,
wow,
I'm like, yo, that's something you're gonna have to go to bed with every night, wake up to, knowing that you made this decision.
Yeah.
You
How
know?
did he feel about having to make that decision? Was he more
Oh man,
blase blah, comfortable, or I don't care? You know how kids,
Unfortunately, he's always had the characteristic of, I'm gonna do what I want to do, and I'll face the consequence later.
Yeah,
Because
that's how they usually are.
He's very, very much. I mean, he's not like me.
Yeah.
I love him. He look like.
You know, it's crazy. That's usually how it goes, though.
He's not like me at all. He's more like his mom than me in every regard. As far as when it comes to risk, reward, and and he's just like F it, know. But I had to respect his wishes because I couldn't overstep the boundaries and intervene. Like I want to do it. Nah, I can't do that.
So what was the outcome of the if there was like an official? You all right?
Yeah, I'm good.
An official paternity, or was there any of that ever came to light?
No, that's what I was wanting him to do because I got their address. I went online. I did all the inspector
so that puts
gadget.
you in a fucked up position too. Not to be like it's about you, but as a caring grandfather and man, that would put me in a position where I'm like, fuck.
It's tough, son. When you see this nigga, son, I'm gonna show you the picture after we done.
Yeah.
You're gonna be like, son, that's you, and I'm like, I know. He got my head, my eyes, my ears, son. It's wild. It's wild, bro. And I had to block it out because that shit hurt because I know my offspring is out there, and I can't even.
Yeah.
But I saved all of these messages so that I can always revert back to him and be like, look,
man.
Isn't
it crazy how life works out like that? Like, it's not like we had a plan from zero to. That's your.
Look at that nigga, son.
That's your lineage.
I know, bro. I haven't looked at these pictures in so long. That's the moms. Don't look nothing like her. That's the moms from PA, like Sarah. That boy don't look like her at all. He look just like my son.
She's not dominant.
No, that look like my son. That look like me. Super
That's
light.
crazy, son.
Yeah, son.
Well, I pray that, God helps that situation to turn into what he sees fit. It might be something that helps your son to grow up into the man that he needs to be.
That's tough, man.
Yeah.
That's so tough, bro.
Yeah, bro.
That's so tough. He even got, my son had a gap like that when he was a baby, son. Look just like that.
I think he looks like you.
Look at that. Yeah, he do. He looked like me more than my son.
Yeah. But for some reason, I think that's kind of how it goes. You know what I'm saying? Like, the genetics are passed down, and I don't understand, like, how it kind of jumps here and there and all that. But, like, the parents always know. Like, the moms and, you hear less about dads saying it, probably because it's more single mothers raising kids. But the mothers always know. Like, my mom was on point about every fucking thing. You know what I mean?
She wouldn't let my son see the results.
Why? You mean the paternity results?
Yeah, she just told him. I said, son, you let that rock?
Oh shit, son.
I'm like, yo, you let that rock, bro? Like, I even got a picture of the dude that she's with.
Well, you know how females are. Sometimes females want to create the reality that they want to live in.
Yes.
Like, oh, I'm comfortable with this guy right now.
Yep.
You don't know, so he can be the father, or
That's exactly what it is. That's exactly what it is.
wow, that's sad.
And my son's like, I dodged a bullet financially, so I
Yeah.
can keep getting high every day and
Yeah.
doing what I want to do. And, you know, I mean, granted, he's doing better now, but at that point in time when we were having this situation go down, it was an open wound fresh.
Is he with a female now? Is he in a relationship?
No, he's not. But he's just, you know, he's a Rolling Stone type, you know what I mean? That's the way he likes to move right now. And but this situation, I'm like, you have a chance. You can't get this over, bro. Like, he's gonna get older. And we literally had the address to send the paperwork because all we had to do was petition a paternity through the courts.
Yeah.
That's all we needed to do.
Got me biting my nails over here
That
thinking about
shit-
this shit. Like,
You
what
know,
the
that shit is
fuck?
crazy, man.
Because he's never going to be able to get that back. And, you know, the kids are innocent in every matter. They don't ask to be given life. They didn't ask the mother and father to, you know, have sex and create a life form. And it's like, but if you choose to do that, choose to put that child in front of your own life in order to bring them up in a better way. Even if you had a perfect upbringing, choose to do the best you can to benefit that child. And I don't care unless you're a fucking psychopath or a sociopath. It's going to affect you one day if you choose not to be in a kid's life.
And that shit hurt the most because my son actually, in real time, lived through having a dad that not only fought for him, but raised him, took care of him, loved, like, you know what I mean? Like, no days off type situation. Like, even had to save him from his moms.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, you was a young warrior.
Yeah, son, like...
Man, fuck them kids.
Yo, what's the timestamp? What's the timestamp?
111.
I ain't editing shit out, nigga.
Fuck them kids.
Yeah, as we get older, man, like I think earlier you said kids or young men, they don't realize that their brain isn't really developed until 25. Part of the benefit in knowing that as an older adult, I sit back and look at myself when I was 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27. I would say my peak maturity, not peak, but I matured around 26.
I think...
Maybe 27.
I didn't mature with how I'm supposed to be as a man to my woman.
Yeah.
Until I was 30.
Oh, I was about to say, nigga, I thought you was about to be like till I was 21.
30.
I was about to, I can't even talk about
35, like real shit. Like, nah, I'm bugging. I really ain't getting until probably about 39 on some G shit, like fully to where I needed to be.
Yeah.
It's recent. Like, but I mean, as far as like just maturing, just mindset around that, bro, 27 for me, 28, 27, 28 to where I really...
That was around when me and my wife got our house, and you know, I was chasing my degree, and you know, so even 2 to 3 years prior to that, I wasn't thinking like that.
Right.
But that's applied to having a more stable life in the future. It didn't apply to my relationship.
Nah, bro,
you know what I'm saying?
I was whack, bro. I was whack.
I mean, I was taking care of the kids and all that. Like we used to be me and my kids going to the park, movies, having fun, this and all that. But when it came to my relationship, I was a little kid still.
I was too.
And luckily, she was more mature. And you know, my mom even said shit to her when we were younger, like, you know, he don't know. He's dumb. He's just young. You know what I mean? Like, they knew, as females, they knew. And luckily, my wife chose to stick it out because she was 100% correct, man. My mom was 100% correct. With the kids, I had it ironed out. With the job, I had it ironed out. With my future, I had it ironed out. But with my relationship, I still acted like a kid. You know what I mean?
Yeah, bro. I mean, that's because 27, 20, like, you in your prime physical and...
Nigga.
Nigga.
Yeah.
Yo, when I got in them call centers as a manager, nigga, was
You was looking all glossy and
playing semi-pro.
nigga.
That was in the 1900s.
You stupid. Yo, hold up. We gotta pull Jet up.
Yo, nigga, that was 210.
What are you, 38?
Yeah.
So that means there's no babies in the room.
Not at all.
Think about it.
Oh shit.
He acting like he the young nigga in the room, but guess what?
You old ass nigga.
Yeah, nigga. You the old nigga in denial.
You unk status ass nigga.
You know what I'm
Yo,
saying?
Cap,
So
can I use that cane that you got?
It's a blessing,
what?
bro. It's a blessing we
it
get
is
to be this age,
Yeah.
bro.
Fucking blessing.
Yeah, enjoy that shit
But I
though,
ain't
man.
young,
Because
bitch.
38 turns into 48 quick.
Real
man.
quick, bro. Real quick.
And this is crunch time too, because if you don't maintain your mind and your body between this time period, not to say 38 specifically, but within the next 10 years,
Yeah. Yeah.
this is what's going to determine what your time after that looks like.
Your
If God gives you
your
that
silver
time.
years, your
You'll either be the cane in a wheelchair nigga, or you'll be the older nigga that can actually move and push shit and
yeah.
still have it. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
And it's
Be
a
the cane in the wheelchair, nigga.
Oh
yeah,
nah.
and push your ass down some steps.
With
Then
my bottle of Four Roses.
Son,
nigga.
don't say that shit out loud. You put it in the universe. You give it power, fam. Please don't do that.
Yo, nah.
Don't do that. Please, man. Be careful.
do you
I can see myself in a nursing home and shit.
Oh, you doing
Fucking with
son?
all
You
the
bel-
nurses. I'm not. Nigga, this is
Nah,
funny.
son,
That's
nah.
what
Hold
it is.
up, hold up,
son.
hold up, hold up. Quest. Sometimes you have to give a realization that's even deeper than what he understands. So you see yourself in
He sees it.
nursing home with all the nurses, right?
If I was in a nursing home, yeah.
Fuck.
If you can't afford to be in a nursing home, where will you be?
In the grave, nigga.
Because it's not free to be in a nursing home, my nigga.
In
They
the
have to have the
grave,
title to
nigga.
your crib. They have to have your pension. They have to have everything that's financially related to you, brother.
Damn.
So you're
Be in
not
the
going
grave,
to.
nigga.
Is this what you're accepting at 38? Because you are the baby in the room.
Bro, what? You think I'm serious? Oh my god.
Yo, this nigga is
Tell us where you
crazy.
gonna be at then, nigga.
Wait, what?
He said, "Yo, this is." I think that's like, I think that's what they call gaslighting, kind of.
Yeah, yeah,
Because
yeah.
he tried to deflect by saying, "You think I'm serious?"
You sounded like you bought into it, like you could
Nigga,
see
did
it.
y'all really think I want to be in a nursing
No,
home?
no,
How
no.
about you? How about you explain?
Explain to us.
How about you explain?
What you asked me? So, are you asking me if I want to be in a
That was
nursing home?
that was never the question.
So, where do
So
you,
where? How about this? I'll rephrase the statement
Yeah, do
and
that.
and redirect the conversation. You're 38 years old. Where do you plan on being in the next 15 to 20 years?
How do you see yourself
I don't know.
at 60? Where you see yourself at
I don't
60
know.
or 55?
I just plan on getting better every day and doing better. I want to do better, and it's a process.
Facts.
It's a slow process to get the progress.
Do you have
But-
a vision of what you'd ideally like to be in that state?
I
Like,
just want to be happy. I'm happy now. The job I got, I'm good.
dig it.
Like if I had to, nigga, the business is just like it's like it's not new, but it's kind of small, nigga, and they're trying to grow. That's some shit I could do,
Okay.
but I don't. No, I had dreams and plans and shit, and I'm just going day by day, nigga.
I think I think a job is a small portion
Damn, I wasn't doing it.
of I almost said something, but I was like, it don't even matter because if you're not doing it, you're not doing it. But I think a job is a small portion of your overall happiness. You know what I'm saying? Like, because you said the job and then you said I'm happy, but that
Yeah.
doesn't equate to happiness. Like, life is more inclusive than just a job. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but damn, nigga, how you Dr. Motherfucking Phil? Y'all nigga trying to put me on the like shit. You
Nah,
wanna
let
go
me
so
tell you-
deep. Nigga,
nah,
what
let
do
me
you
tell-
want to be in 10 years?
All right,
nigga?
all right,
Like,
let me tell you-
damn, I don't know. I live day by day, nigga.
Let me give you an example of what I see. I'll be 46 this year. I don't feel it at all. Don't look it. But I feel like I'm about 33, 32, around that. I mean, I was just there, so I know what it felt like. And what I see myself doing the same shit I'm doing now. Going to the gym, eating right, living in the moment.
So you're happy with your job? You're content with your life?
Oh yeah, my job is
better health wise, but
health-wise,
like, you're
yeah,
good.
yeah.
So,
I'm in my
what's wrong with
retirement
that?
job. Like my job, I'm gonna be able to retire from that shit. Like I'm cool with that. Like
Yeah, what's wrong with that?
no, nothing's wrong with that.
Oh,
but I
okay.
mean, but from what I see for myself,
Do you feel like
I still see myself as healthy, pushing the boundaries, running, talking about hooping, still like all of that shit that's going on now. I see that shit 10 years from now.
Yeah.
like nobody's gonna I told you probably like I told all y'all like a month or two, maybe 3 months ago, when my daughter was like, maybe you should stop lifting so heavy, and you know, because she doesn't understand that you can still continue to build muscle.
Yeah.
And I was like, nah, there's no way. I'm gonna always continue to build muscle until God says I can't.
You can tell
Like,
that
I'm
nigga
not
shirt
gonna-
get smaller every time he wear that.
This is actually a smaller shirt hoodie. It's one of the new joints hoodie got.
Busting them paws.
But-
God damn.
But I'm always going to be, I mean, think about it. I go to the Y. I see motherfuckers that are 60, 70 years old building muscle, or at least attempting, right?
Oh, you still can, yeah.
So there's never going to be a point where I'll believe that I can't do it until I physically can't do it. And I don't give a fuck what the rest of the world says. I don't
Word.
care what
Word.
anybody's doing. I don't care what the fads are. I don't care what the new shit is. Like, I know that I can continue to be one of the fastest motherfuckers I know, even at 45, because I can run and I choose to run.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
And imagine the technology that's going to be out. We talked about, we
Yeah,
touched on that.
yeah.
Like in 10 years, we don't know what's going to be
Yeah.
out there to,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? We can capitalize on.
Real shit, man. Like peptides. You know, I've been looking into peptides here and there. I don't know if I really want to dive into anything that's like outside of my natural. Okay, you eat, you sleep, you intake the right vitamins and fluids. I don't know if I'm brave enough to do shit like that. Plus, there might be risks that come with things like that.
Anything that comes with an injection.
Yeah,
Because
yeah.
I
Yeah,
take
can't do that, man.
I take the collagen powder peptide. Like
Yeah.
it's a peptide collagen. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But other than that, like
Yeah, I ain't shooting up shit.
nah, like I don't need to.
Nah.
I don't need to. Like, I mean,
I don't want no steroids or no.
Don't.
I would say that if my testosterone
Testosterone.
level was lower, and I got tested for it, and then TRT therapy was something that would be feasible, I would attempt that.
I think my testosterone is lit, bro.
I know my shit is lit because you know the ultimate test of that is, do you still get morning wood?
Yes, nigga. Yes.
My shit be on like,
Dirk Diggler, nigga.
nigga, what? My wife be on. She funny as hell. She crazy. I'm gonna just leave it at that.
Yo,
Like,
bro, like, and you know where it comes from? You know where we hold all our testosterone?
where?
Our legs. I do leg day twice.
Yeah, but my
a
legs
week.
are smaller and they're strong as
No.
fuck. But for some reason,
The leg day. Leg day is where.
oh, you saying from squatting? and
Yes,
just-
that's
okay,
where-
Yeah.
that's where
it's
the-
building the, because that's probably one of, if not the top exercise to build.
It's the largest muscles in the body.
Yeah.
The legs, glutes, hand, thigh. Yeah.
Yeah, that's deep. That's deep.
Because I tell you what, I'll be honest with you. When I wasn't doing leg day,
Yeah, you felt a difference.
I wasn't like I am now.
See, I never paid attention to like the
I wasn't,
correlation
bro.
with testosterone, but I think you're on to something.
I wasn't. It wasn't. It was night and day, bro. I was a sub male than I am right now. So after I hurt my knee and I was on the road to recovery and I was
Yeah.
sipping all the time and
Yeah.
trying to get back, and I wasn't doing legs like I am now, but I wasn't strong enough. But yeah, son, it's definitely
It's almost like a revelation for me right now.
it's definitely like, bro, when I tell the young dudes at the gym,
Yeah.
I see my young boy there and he be there with his girl and all
Yeah.
of that. And I'm like, yo, she got me doing legs today. I'm like, bro, that's where your testosterone's at. Do that shit. Why you think I do it twice a week?
Mm-hmm.
I be over there in all that pain, but that shit pays
Yeah,
off.
man. Yeah, it
bro.
does.
Yeah, man.
I've been feeling bad, or not. I can't use the word bad. That's the wrong word to use. But I've been feeling like I can't find the right word right now. But usually I squatted and lifted super heavy with my legs, right?
Mm-hmm.
But as of the last month and a half or so, I haven't squatted heavy at all, and it makes me feel some kind of way.
Ego.
I think that's
Get
what it
over
is.
that.
Yeah,
Get over. You
yeah.
gotta get over that, bro.
Because I still get in great workouts, but I'm doing more reps. I'm going slower, but in the back of my mind, I'm like, nigga, you was just in here squatting 405 pounds and pushing it to, you talking about you're gonna get to 500 and all this, but
Yeah.
nah, nigga, my joints ain't felt this good in like, I don't even know how long.
Bro, I went back. I was doing the deadlifts like for working sets of 6.
Yeah,
With the 325.
yeah,
And that was probably about 25 pounds ago.
yeah.
And now I'm doing the 285,
Yeah.
and that shit feels good, explosive,
Yeah.
but I don't feel, because I felt like I was gonna break some shit.
Yeah.
When you know what I mean,
Yeah,
the other
I
week.
hurt my back with the 405 2 weeks ago.
That's something we can't do at our age, bro. We can't.
Yeah,
injuries.
but think about this. 2 months ago, I was going up to 455. But the point is this: I was eating way more food.
Yeah.
I was lifting heavy every week, right? But when I started that like more hypertrophic routine,
Yeah.
I wasn't I don't eat as much as I used to. I don't have to. So it's more like I'm on autopilot with that. I'll eat once, maybe twice a day,
Same.
maybe a protein shake
Same.
in between, and
Same,
I'm good.
bro. Same.
But I tried to do the same shit I was doing when I was lifting heavy.
Yeah.
Nigga, I did the 315. I did my warm-ups, the 135, 225, at 315, and then I was like, fuck it, I'm gonna throw the 405 on there, right? So I throw it on there, and as soon as I started pulling it off the ground, it didn't feel the way that it normally felt. So I just dropped it. I didn't even take the chance with trying to pull it.
Yeah.
Because I said it. Usually that shit would just move.
Yeah.
Like this. That shit felt like it was trying to give me
Something was gonna pop.
Nigga.
Yeah. That lower back was gonna go.
You gonna sit down for a couple
Yeah.
weeks, huh?
Nah. That's one thing as we age, bro.
Yeah.
We have to make sure that we stay injury free.
Joints and ligaments, man.
The ego, throw that shit out, bro.
Yeah.
Longevity.
I know it's partially ego, bro.
It is.
But I actually enjoy fighting for my life.
Yeah.
With the heavyweights. I don't know what it is, man. That's why I always use the term warrior, right?
Yeah.
That's what gets me going, where I'm like,
It's a high.
yeah, it is, bro.
It's a dopamine hit.
It is, bro.
But you can get that with reps too.
Yeah,
It doesn't.
but listen. So last week I was in the gym, right? And I only had 225 on the bench, right?
Okay.
Now, usually I hit that shit 15 damn near to 20 times, right?
That's NFL combine numbers.
Now, I was lifting that shit, man, slow and concentrated, but I didn't anticipate how it would
Fatigue.
yeah, like how the fatigue would kick in. Nigga,
Where to get you?
8.
Yeah.
So, and I'm slow down, and I'm just thinking, yeah, I'm good, right? I got to, it may have been 7. I'm just saying 8 because I was so scared after this shit happened that I wasn't fully on point with the rep count. So, literally, there was another dude in there, white dude I never talked to, never see him. He's rarely in there when I'm in there, but he was on the other bench. But I'm so comfortable with 225, it wasn't like I was ever worried from the jump at all. But literally, it got to the point that I got to that last slow rep up. That shit got to about a little more than half, right? And I'm sitting here like thugging it out, like, yeah, I got this. And I said, yo, Cap, like, you ain't gonna get this motherfucker. Like, if you don't push this shit up, you're going to die under this shit.
You love that shit,
Yo.
nigga.
Son,
Turn into another mode.
listen. Something kicked in and that shit went up. I put it back, but it wasn't like I put it up and put it back. It just got to where I could put it back and I put it in there. That's never happened to me. Ever since then, I said, yo, I ain't pushing that shit like that, bro. It don't even make fucking sense, man.
I ain't like that. You didn't like that.
I didn't like that, bro.
Like the
You
coming
challenged
down slow.
yourself.
I did, but
shit.
guess what? That was life.
Son, that's
That
what I
was
was
life and death.
Use a spotter, nigga.
Nah, that's what I was
Usually
saying.
there is a spot. This is what I'm saying. Usually, like, I got up to 365 when Marshall was in there with me because I had a spotter.
Yeah.
But now I had to reprogram myself after that. I said, yo, you're always going to be strong as long as you eat, sleep, and lift the way you need to. Fuck all that, because 225 is something I would play with, but lifting it in a different way,
Tempo.
that shit was different, bro.
And did you run before it?
I think I did. I think I ran before and after that.
That's what happened.
Yeah.
That's what happens. You know what I mean? That's what you
Matter of
sacrifice for the
fact, let me
conditioning.
look at my rep count to see if I put a because I probably put a
Asterisk by it or some shit.
actual note
A
that
note,
said, "Damn, nigga, you almost died" or some shit like that.
Yo, son, I put notes next to my shit like, yo, I put a level of what my knee was at, like 9.5 out of 10 or
Yeah.
7, and I go, yo, this shit felt extra heavy today. Could only get
Yeah, nigga.
yeah.
God damn, that shit was wicked though. Oh yeah, Hoodie said he's in Philly.
Yeah, I seen they were getting ready to go to a Wizard of Oz play. It looked like from the picture that on the book.
Shit. No, it wasn't. It definitely wasn't April. I'm going way too far back. Did you download that rep count?
I just pulled it up, son. I just pulled it up.
Bro, that shit is so official. Like, it even tells you the previous exercises you did. So this is how I've been able to dial my routines in, because it always tells you what you did before. And then if you write a little note in the note section, it tells you, you know, whatever you
I
placed
wish
in there.
I knew about this earlier, yo.
Oh, man, let me see. Damn, I don't know where it is. It's in one of them. Because I told you I've been doing full body, too, so it's not like I just been doing dedicated chest days. But, so literally I've been doing, like, a little bit of shoulders, bench, or chest, tricep, and bicep. So I haven't been ODing with any of it. I just been doing, 2 to 3 exercises that are moderate with each. But with the I've been doing the presses off the floor with like 135 to 155, and that shit is challenging too. Just to grab the plate, the barbell off the ground, and you want to do a clean almost, but it's not like a perfect clean and jerk. It's just like you're just pulling it up and then pressing it and putting it down. That's been something that's been the most taxing to my body. So I've been doing it more. Like, obviously I need to do it more. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Core work. Oh shit! Let's get the fuck up out of here. What y'all thinking?
Yeah, I'm cool with that.
Hold up. Before we go.
Confederate Coleman.
Shit.
Yo, I might get some video of him sleeping over there and add it to the end of the pod. Because he knocked the fuck out.
Put some pictures to the music.
He was saying he wasn't drunk.
Yeah, that nigga, I'm just tired, man.
Nah, that ain't.
I gotta go to work.
Is that political P?
Yeah. This shit is alright.
Wow.
Yeah, we'd have been talking about Trump all goddamn night if P was here, bro.
Oh, hell yeah.
Him and Elon.
You know, he just started that new job and shit, Peter.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Started that new job at, actually, I don't know the fucking name,
Me neither.
but
Doing good though.
everybody getting to their bags, and
Sir.
I'm focused on $1 million now, man. I need $1 million in the next 3-4 years.
Yeah, man.
Even if I don't get it and I fall short,
I know
shoot
how
for
we
the
can
stars.
get it. I know how we can get it quick.
Yeah, I'd rather talk to you when you're not under the influence about this.
I'm about to play the lotto. I don't know about y'all niggas.
Oh, you
bank, nigga.
yo, see, this nigga here.
I'm
He
about
said,
to
"I got the mask, I got the guns, I got the route."
Nah, I don't got no guns.
You know what I
Niggas
think we
check.
should start doing? I think we should start every week. We should all bring like $5 to $20. Put it in a pot, and then each week one of us will buy different random lottery tickets.
Ooh.
And then we scratch the motherfuckers on the show, and we split
Split
the
it.
proceeds.
I'm with that. But what price tickets are we getting? Like the $5, $10 ones?
See, this is the tricky part. if we all donate whatever amount, whoever's turn it is that week to purchase the tickets has to pick how they choose to spend.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
But there's no separation. If a nigga only put in $5, we have to accept as brothers that it's not about a nigga only having $5.
Right.
It's about everybody contributing.
I'm with that.
But we have to set the denominations that we actually accept.
Yeah. I'm with it.
I'm with it.
I'm with that, bro.
Yeah.
Let's get that shit popping next week.
Maybe I'll bring some lotto tickets next week.
I'll bring some too. Fuck it.
Gangsta.
I'll bring some too
Jetta.
because we need to come up, bro. We need a quick come up.
Yeah, real
Nigga, I
quick.
ain't got it. Fuck that.
I'm
So you saying you can't bring 10 lotto
Nah.
tickets? $10?
I can bring more than 10.
See?
Yeah, I'm gonna bring some.
But I'm not going to because I got.
No, I'm bringing some tickets, nigga. We making them come up one of these weeks, nigga. We gonna hit something.
You need to stop drinking, nigga, for 2 weeks.
1 week. No,
Damn.
couple days.
4 days.
Bro.
Let me tell you how to do it.
Hold on. I ain't drink all week.
Nah, he's a goddamn lie. Don't play with me,
so
bro.
when did I drink? When else did I drink?
Jetta. Listen,
What?
you
I'm
told
thinking.
me. So this is how I know you a goddamn lie. Because you told me. And I'm not going to specify
When?
right here on air when you told me, but you didn't not drink at all. Based on what you told me. So let's not even
Wait,
go
so
there.
I
Let's skip
didn't
to something.
not drink?
You didn't take any days off. Let's just leave it like that, bro. Leave it at that and leave it alone because I don't want to.
I remember when
I'm trying to remember, nigga.
You don't have to remember. You're trying to remember how to clean up, but let's just leave it alone because you definitely told me something different than that, and let's leave it alone.
Nigga, I'm trying to remember. I gotta go in the text message.
See, he trying to. Nah, look at. He trying to be
I
like.
genuinely don't remember the nigga
He's
telling
like,
you.
he's like, I don't know what I told him. Maybe it's because you was drunk when you told me, nigga. What the fuck? Yo, we out of here, man. Though.
Hold on. Nigga,
Beautiful time sitting here kicking it.
Yes, sir.
Next week is lotto tickets.
Lotto tickets.
And I'm looking at a place for us to sit down and film outside.
Okay. We
So
gotta
we
get one of these nice days because you know the weather
that's
be
what
on
it
that
is.
bullshit.
Oh my God, we've been so fucked up lately. Then you got the cloud shit from the Canadian wildfires and
Oh, that's popping again?
yeah, it's been like that for like 3-4 days, or has it been longer than that, Jetta? Like
I don't
a
know.
week maybe?
I ain't gonna lie, nigga. I wasn't listening. I'm looking through these text messages, nigga. I'm like, damn.
They're
that
not
was
text
really-
messages. We sat on the phone for an hour and 30 minutes the other day, bro. Stop, Negro. Bob Marley, stop. But what I was thinking is we can
that was the okay,
we
that was
can
the Jim
we
Beam
got the
song.
lights, so
Whatever,
we
nigga.
don't we're not even limited to. The first thing I was thinking is maybe we should go down to Wisner Park and film down there.
I was thinking.
So we're not limited to doing it in the daytime because we got lights that we can pull out. That would be even doper. But either way, I think we should go somewhere out in a public area, a park, somewhere.
where there's some traffic.
Yeah.
And I think Windsor Park is
Maybe that'll be our first try.
yeah. I mean, it's close enough to the
To
stew
the
too.
school, so we don't have to travel too much.
Yeah.
The only thing I was thinking about that was, Dan, we would have to have, we'd have to set up the mics and shit. So your mic is on a stand. This one is connected to something, which could be connected to a picnic table. This one could be connected to stand. Oh yeah, we'd be in there, bro.
Yeah.
We'd be in there.
Yeah.
That would be dope. We could even, don't they got grills down there still, or did they take those
don't
out?
know.
They used to have grills, right? Back in the day, I swear.
Back in the day, but I don't think now they tried to make that shit look like a miniature
Shit.
what's that park in New York?
Central Park.
Central Park,
They
yeah,
tried to
yeah,
make
yeah.
a mini
Central
a
Park, yeah.
miniature miney.
Them homeless niggas be holding that shit down though, man. Like we might have to fuck around and. Now we'll be good. That shit'll be funny anyway. We can
that's
fuck
what I'm
around
saying.
and have some niggas sit down. We'll have a chair designated just for anybody that wants to pull up. So I'm thinking if it's not next weekend, it's gonna be very soon. I just been plotting. Plotting. And Father's Day is next weekend, so
Yeah.
how you guys feel about potting that day? I want to. I
I'm
don't. I
with
mean,
it. Shit,
we
I mean-
potted on Mother's Day.
we did, right?
I mean, shoot, I'm cool with it. I ain't doing nothing but getting.
chilling, and if I get a gift or two and some cards
I
and
think
all
my
that,
wife probably
and-
gonna cook out for me,
yeah,
man. You know what I'm saying?
But
Get
that
a-
ain't got nothing to do
do
with
it.
6 o'clock.
nothing.
And then the sun will be down too. So maybe next week we should do it for Father's Day, bro.
We'll check the weather. Let's make sure the weather gonna be peace.
Goddamn, lightning and thunder.
Damn, son. Yep.
Is that what it is?
50%.
That is crazy. Yeah, we can't even play with the equipment like that.
Nah, bro.
We'll figure it out though,
Yeah.
man.
Well, I mean, we still hopefully got July popping.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Oh man. You know how long it's been since I got a big ass bottle of Douce like this? It's probably been like,
Yeah, it's been a while.
I don't even know, son.
I can't. Yeah, it's been a minute, son.
This shit feels heavy.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, so you can cut that off, Jetta, if you're still here with us. You look like you're sleeping on the boards over there. I'm going to get a camera that's
When you watch
stationary
it, man,
on you.
Look, I
And-
know how I look. I'm fucked up right now.
Yo, like, comment, and subscribe,
Nigga,
and
why-
share.
Podcasts connect, intellect, intersect. Brothers on the rise, no lies, just respect. Health, wealth, religion, truth, gotta inspect. Mindful exchange on deck, we perfect.